Since everyone and their neighbor's dog is talking about AI agents and Claude Code at the moment, I'm going to tell you 3 actual useful, no BS agents that you can build today. And it could be performance dashboards like this. It could be dashboards for your YouTube, for analytics, whatever that you decide on. And you will have the exact templates for free to download down below without any cost. You can just put it into your system, duplicate it, and use it on your own. And quick background, I'm the founder of FlowClick. I've built the backend for over 45 creative and marketing agencies, doing between 50K to over 10 million plus year. And I've seen marketing agencies at real scale. And I have a YouTube specifically showcasing how to build operation systems. And ideally, you'll work with me one day. So in short, we're going to build specific client portals like this one where you can see performance and their actual stats. So I have searched up a random marketing agency in Miami. It was like the first thing I got. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to copy their website. I'm going to use this as our example today. I'm going to open Claude Code. You can use Codex. You can use whatever you want. The model or like the LLM you're using isn't as important as just having the right prompt, which you can download below. So I'm going to say, do deep research about this client, and I want to create a performance dashboard based on /dashboard Leon, right? It's a custom command that I have built with my partner that creates the nice visual like this. And the perfect thing is you can just use the exact same system. You don't have to prompt it yourself. You can just put in the exact knowledge base and have the same system for yourself. Now, I'm going to say I want to create a performance dashboard based on Leon. Create it based on their services and build everything for me. Please run any questions if you need. And here you can import your own website, your own stats, your own services. I'm just going to create a mock-up client. I'm going to send this and it's going to ask me questions about the client and like, hey, some other things they're just researching for. So while this starts creating the dashboard, I can keep working on other agents. And the second thing that we're going to build is specifically in your project management platform through Claude Code or Antigravity, whatever else you use, Codex. The thing doesn't really work, like the thing doesn't really matter which one you use. So we're going to specifically use either ClickUp on Monday or Trello, Asana, whatever thing that you use, still going to work for you specific. In this case, let's open up ClickUp and let's use this as our main project management system. And now I want to create a client portal based on the things or the work that we do for a client. So I'm going to specifically open here, go to settings and get my API key down in the app center below, which is located in ClickUp API. I'm going to generate this token. I'm going to log in and then I'm going to use this token very quickly and then get the new token I'm going to use. And then I'm going to go back into Antigravity and then start using this token. You can also see that the current system is using or working on the side. I'm going to open another tab here called Claude, and I want to start using on the other tab. So, hey, my company is FlowClick, or sure, and I want to build a client portal based on the interface enterprise look, such as in dashboard Leon. Here is my API key. To my ClickUp account, you can use Monday, you can use Trello, just make sure to give the account and key. And then I want to back into here, I'm going to just copy my workspace ID, which is the top one here. You can see this one with the numbers, you can just copy this and then go back to Antigravity and put it into here. So here is my workspace ID. I just want to showcase each client on what we are currently working for and their progress. So showcase tasks, comments, and the usual stuff that you do when you have a client portal. So we're already working on 2 separate scenarios while the other thing is running to be even more efficient. So it's going to ask me for some tokens. I'm going to accept this and then we can keep running the third scenario. And the third scenario I want to build is something more unique, which I believe is highly valuable if you do content, if you do social media. That's when you should use such a thing. So I'm going to now open my, in this case, LinkedIn. I'm going to create something like my performance or thing here. So you can see that I have some nice visuals here based on my LinkedIn page. So you can see we have performance like this and like dashboards. The thing you have to do here is you create this in HTML or just output in a PDF, and Claude Code can create these exact visuals for you. Now, I don't have to take specifically that one. I can go into here, I can see something or find a visual which I like, and then I can copy that exact visual if I find something that stands out. I don't use LinkedIn that much, so I don't have anything with that specific. So maybe I can just use my own one, but if you want something specific to copy, then put in your own and then start using that as an example. So like here's a template I want to copy, use that, and it's going to basically mimic that exact thing. I have done a couple of things in the past, like this, Claude Code and so on. You can basically just ask it to replicate whatever you want, and it will create the thing for you. Now, if we go back to Antigravity here, we can see that it currently asks for some extra context. We can add another tab in here and run Claude, and then we can create a custom command. As said, you don't have to have these things yourself. I'm going to provide everything for you, so you can just copy paste. I want to create a LinkedIn carousel based on also LinkedIn viral. LinkedIn viral is a command I created a while ago on my YouTube. It's like Antigravity and Claude Code and LinkedIn viral. Create a LinkedIn post command. So LinkedIn carousel, I want to create LinkedIn carousel, and then press enter. It's going to probably ask me some questions. I can see, is this currently in the works? You can see both of these are currently loading. So I'm going to take this, and it's currently load. And once this will return, I'll return back to you as well. First, it's going to ask me what the carousel is about. You can decide here whatever you want. I'm just going to say how to script a YouTube video where you talk about Claude Code and 3 best use cases for it that are realistic. And the reason why I have 3 separate things like this, which aren't as much correlated, because I want you to understand the things and the type of value that you can create in your Claude Code. So here, it gives me some additional questions. With the use cases, I'm going to say client portal, client performance dashboard, where they can see the performance, recreating LinkedIn PDF/HTML visuals like this. I want it to be best use case. You can check the other things here that are currently working. You can see consumes tokens, it runs, and this costs like pennies. You can see like the amount which costs here, which is basically costing nothing, being realistic in terms of cost. So once this is running, I'm going to go back into here, and it will keep creating me the visual for the things I just requested. You can put in whatever you want. That's totally up to you. The first task has now been successfully done, where it created a PDF for me based on the text and so on. Also created the text and post. And also first it created a PDF, which is the correct format to create a carousel. However, I won't showcase it here, so I'll just open it in HTML for me. So in short, we have now a full LinkedIn visual based on Claude Code use cases. I put in my own logo, my own brand colors and so on. You can see client portal use case 1. We have performance use case 2. You can probably zoom this out. You can kind of see the high level of this, and it does everything for you. Now, this is based on my template. I could technically just go on LinkedIn, find something else that I enjoy, and then steal that exact template to say like, hey, replicate this. I want it to look like with other colors or other brand images, and based on what I see on the Explorer page. And that's another way of finding. Here we have, that's not the real carousel here, but like we can search, see if we find anything of interest. This could be a thing we can use. If you just input an image of you, that could be automated. And you can just like find whatever you feel like. This of course can be automated. Find things that you believe are important, and you just input the exact same thing. So that's how you create a very simple carousel. You can grab the exact same thing down below in the description. Now, back to my Claude Code here. It currently works on the left field, also still only pennies. The right field is currently building the API routes. So essentially it fetches all the data from your Trello, Asana, Monday, ClickUp, whatever you use, automatically for you. So you don't have to connect anything manually. You don't not have to know how to code. You just have to know on how to create a prompt, just like we did. So it keeps chipping away on the task here. You can see it's less than $1. This cost me half a dollar, which is technically nothing because you just pay for a plan. I don't pay for API costs. So this cost me basically close to nothing creating an image just like this. Also, I run on OPS 4.6 on the highest model, so that can also be a reason why costs are a fair amount. So you can see it creates the dashboards, and this is also currently running. So I'll return to you once this has been successfully completed. You can now see that the second scenario has been completed. I was just wondering if this was stuck, and just gave me an update and just asking it. So I said no. But right, specifically to the other task, I'm just going to open this local host. So currently everything is hosted on your own computer, so only you can use it on your own computer, or like you can use it while the computer is running. Later down the line, you can just ask Claude Code to like, hey, could you host this server for me on somewhere like DigitalOcean or Carousel, Modo, like whatever app you want to use. Those are basically softwares where you can just host the applications so multiple people can access it through logins and so on, as like an actual applications and not just hosted on your own computer. The two dashboards have now successfully been completed, and we have both of them on the side. One for being a marketing agency from Miami, we basically checked out what kind of services they do. Turns out paid media, they do SEO, they do social media, they do opportunities and so on. And opportunities are kind of the things that you can do to improve performance. And if it's like scale brands, search budgets by 40%, or like increase dedicated landing page for rooftop dining keywords and so on. So that it basically did deep research based on the clients and then built a full-on dashboard from there. And the reason I did this because like you can technically just like put in your own company and the services that you do yourself, and will output the exact same thing. Now, the second task was a ClickUp client portal. So we have like multiple clients and the names. So if we go back to my ClickUp, we see like Auto Edge Motors, Bloom Boutique, Apex Roofing, Metrolog Group, and everything here is totally correlated with the tasks that are in there. So let's say we have the Apex Roofing. That's one of them. You can see it is loading the tasks. So if I go back to Apex Roofing into my ClickUp, we have Apex Roofing. We're going to have 3 tasks which are currently in progress. It's the April campaign. Hopefully these are correlated. Yeah, April strategy approval. We have, right, because I assume there are multiple services. We kind of see out of things here. I assume that some of these are meta ads, PPC. Let me check how, I forgot how this was. Oh, right, yeah. So we have like multiple structures. So if we have like auto Apex Roofing here as well. So we have all the tasks based on all the lists. And you have to remember, everything here is just, yeah, we can see PPC, approvals, SEO, meta ads. We can see the difference. So like, hey, we can see that there's PPC, we can see there's approvals, SEO, meta ads, website builds, and so on. So everything is fetched from the client in a live build. And of course, you can play around with the interface. You can make this look different. This was just like a basic client portal where I connected my ClickUp and it fetches live data. And the next steps here will be to, of course, connect it with a live server, add logins, add maybe some backend through Supabase. We can store the information and so on. And that's basically the main structure. So in short, we have a full ready. We can see approvals, you can see everything here. Due date, service, ClickUp task, comments, there are no comments, website builds, all and so on. So if I, let's say, go to a task in here, we put complete on the tasks inside of SEO Apex Roofing. So if I now go back to here, I refresh this and it loads the tasks in a second. Then we can see that we go to, I believe it was the SEO, correct? They should be marked as done if it connected properly. If not, you just ask the AI to update the things for you. You can see complete, and so on, and this has been passed due. So that's a very easy way to build your own dashboards. And these are 3 different systems, which are somewhat different to each other, but they can still build yourself on your own and customize it totally to your own needs based on the things that you are looking for. So if you want the exact systems I built here with the performance dashboard, with the client portal of ClickUp, you have all the 3 downloads, and even the HTML as well, or like the LinkedIn carousel thing. You have everything down below. You can just download it and use it. And if you want more solutions like this, contact me. I'm happy to jump on a call, go in more details, and then on the call we can discuss more of what you're trying to build. Either way, I hope you appreciate the video and hope you appreciate the systems. As said, the exact systems are down below. You can use them, you can duplicate them, and just import that into your own Claude Code. Thank you, wishing you a wonderful day, and let me know if you want to see something specific regarding the builds.